God has given you and I the awesome privilege and at the same time the responsibility to control what we think about, what we meditate on, what we allow to stay inside of our head, because those things will eventually become our words and our actions. And so you have control. I have control to be able to put aside things that aren't good and to be able to focus on the things that are good. And God wants you to take that mighty weapon that the Bible talks about and use it for His glory and for your good. Hi, I'm Craig Fritchley, pastor of Calvary Apostolic Tabernacle with today's devotional. And God wants to use your mind, and He wants to mold it in a way so that you constantly dwell on the good things. But He's not going to force you to do that. He's given you the privilege and the responsibility to make decisions about what you're going to think on. So you have a thought that comes in your head. You got to decide, should I keep that thought? Should I entertain it for a little while? Or should I just reject it and replace it with another thought? The Bible gives guidelines so you can decide what you should do. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, are they noble? Whatsoever things are just, are they pure? Are they of lovely? Are they of good report? If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, then think on these things. So if they don't fit in those categories, then you reject it. And so if it's gossip, if it's negative news about somebody that's not verified, then you need to let it go. Don't spend a lot of time and waste a lot of time thinking about those things. Because the thoughts that you have, the subjects that you think about, they form eventually your character and what you say and what you do. And so God wants you to put the right things in so you can get the right things out. So use the mighty weapons that God has given you. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 talks about that. The mighty weapons are not carnal, but they're mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. And what are those weapons? Casting down imaginations. Because your mind can go a long way down a road quickly. And so we've got to take control and say, no. Even if that might happen in the future, I'm not going to waste my present worrying about what might happen in the future. I'm going to trust God. Is there virtue? Is there praise? Is it lovely? Is it of good report? Then you think on those things. And so go back to Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, and look at that list again. Because God wants you to think on the right things so that you'll have peace in your heart. You can have His joy in your heart. That you won't be all frazzled. You won't fret and worry about all these things. Because it's in God and God alone that we have our being. He gives us everything that we need, and He wants us to trust Him. He wants us to follow His pattern, and He wants us to think on the right things. It takes some discipline. It takes some practice. You'll mess up every once in a while, but you can do it. Think on the right things. God bless you. We hope you share these devotionals with others. If you have a comment or a question, please leave it below. Hit the like button. We'll see you on the next devotional. Have a wonderful day.